What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, March 7th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That is the only way you're going to get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. And finally, I want you guys to sign up for our lineup generator. If you're watching this video, it is going to help you out. It's going to be less than $5 for your first week. Click the link in the description of this video. We generate thousands of lineups. We throw out everything that we think stinks, and then we provide everything to you. You can flip through them as much as you want. You could lock in players. You can get contrarian builds, chalky builds, balanced builds, swap out individual players, export up to 20 lineups. You cannot beat this deal. 50% off that first week. Again, link in the description. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Malik Beasley, Cam Johnson, Tyrese Maxey, Franz Wagner, and Anthony Edwards on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we're going to Terry Rozier. Hasn't been great so far with LaMelo out, but we got to go right back. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,900, projected for 40. The goal is 47. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. He's playing 36 minutes a night. He does get a usage bump with no LaMelo around, so 28% usage makes him around a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy, even in this massive pace down spot against the Knicks. Terrible matchup, honestly. They're 10-point dogs. They lose 3 possessions, but I still like Rozier. 23 points, 6 assists, 4.5 boards, and a stock and a half. The price is still going to come up a little bit more with no LaMelo here. You got to take advantage of that value when you can. I think Rozier slides a little bit as we get more news. There are a lot of Q tags on today's slate, but he will be a good play today regardless. In at number 4, we've got Xavier Tillman. He is power forward center eligible, 5,700, projected for 31. The goal is 36.5. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. 31 minutes for Tillman here, but it could be more. There's still no Steven Adams, but now with Brandon Clark out, there's an upside for Tillman to play full starter minutes. I can't go there yet, so 31 is what I gave him. Still looks really good, especially with that power forward eligibility. 15% usage, 10 points, 9.5 boards, 3 assists, and 2 stocks. Massive pace up spot against the Lakers. They gained 2.7 possessions over their average. Very competitive matchup as well. Grizzlies only 2-point dogs. Love the idea of getting to Tillman here. Feels like a pretty safe mid-tier value play. In at number 3, we're going to DeAnthony Melton. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,600, projected for 22, goals 31, optimal lineup 22% of the time. Melton probably falls later today, but we don't know the status yet of Tobias Harris or of PJ Tucker, so we could get 30 minutes out of Melton. I gave him 27. He just sort of works positionally right now. We're going to get better value than this as the day moves on. He's a 0.8 to 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy, 8.5 points, 4.5 boards, 2 assists, and 2 stocks. The appeal here is the matchup against Minnesota. They gained 2 possessions over their average. Philly 1.5 point favorites against the Wolves, so competitive matchup. All of those things are in Melton's favor, but the big piece will be finding out who's actually playing for Philadelphia today. In at number 2, we're going to Triple J. That's Jaren Jackson Jr. Power forward center eligible, 8,100. Projected for 45. The goal is 48. He's in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. Can he play more minutes today? Yeah, absolutely. I gave him 31. There is upside for more. He does scare me for sure. But just 31 minutes is still massive for Jaren Jackson with no Ja Morant on the floor. We're talking like 1.4, 1.45 fantasy points per minute, 20.5 points, 8.5 boards, an assist, and buckle up for this one, 4.5 stocks. That's over a steal and 3.5 blocks. No one puts up stocks like Jaren Jackson. And again, pace up, great matchup against the Lakers. 8,100. I'm not worried about the price. The only downside here is foul trouble, and I am willing to take my chances. Now, before we go any further, I need you guys to like, subscribe, and notification bell for this video. I want you to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. And I mentioned it before. You see it on the screen. Our NBA lineup generator, 50% off. Click the link in the description. Scan that QR code if you want. We're generating all of these lineups for you. We're getting rid of the things that don't meet our standards, and then we present it all to you. It's a very easy process. It's great on mobile if that's interesting to you. If you're a 1 lineup to 3 lineup guy, Great experience, mobile. If you want to play upwards of 20, you could export a CSV. Please go check out our lineup generator. And finally, we close it out at number 1. Not even close. Dillon Brooks, shooting guard, small forward eligible, 5K, projected for 27. Goal is 33. He's in the optimal lineup 32% of the time. Dillon Brooks is just a different guy when one of the main guys sits. When Morant is in and Bane is in and Jackson is in, Brooks actually does take a back seat. His usage rate collapses. With Ja gone, that completely changes. 32 minutes here for Brooks. He's a 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy, 23% usage, 15 points, 4 boards, 3.5 assists, and a steal in that same matchup against the Lakers. Look, no Ja just simply creates a ton of value, and no value is better today than shooting guard, small forward eligible Dillon Brooks. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, March 7th. DraftKings version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.